my online business felt completely stuck. And if you're an online entrepreneur trying to make it work through content, offers, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, but deep down it's like something else is pulling you back all the time, then this video might be for you. Recently, I had a few talks with some other online entrepreneurs like myself. I learned from the talks and I remembered myself before from these talks that these entrepreneurs, they were heart driven, they were impact driven, they could help and solve people's problems, help them grow, help them with whatever they were doing. But it was like they had doubts. I remembered my own story. I remembered how I used to buy, and there was a period in my time where I used to buy program after program with different coaches or mentors who told that just do this, here's the strategy, and when you use this strategy, everything will be perfect for you. Fact is that it wasn't perfect. And that's exactly why I'm creating this short video series for online entrepreneurs. This is the Danish guy speaking. For online entrepreneurs like us, navigating both strategy and ourselves. But what I'm sharing in this series is also important for me to say that this is not just for online entrepreneurs. I mean, any kind of business that you're running, you can use the same things. And how do I know that? Because when I built my brick and mortar business, a cleaning business up to 60 people, it was kind of the same things that kept me stuck before I really shifted everything and just doubled and doubled and doubled my business. Also, when I look back, when I created my coaching company the first time and I ran ads in my country, and very fast I grew it to 50K a month. And but I experienced the same walls that I'm speaking about, the same obstacles, the things that held me back from getting further, and also the things that actually got me back to where I started afterwards. So I'm sharing that honestly. Also, I want to say that this if you are just a heart-driven entrepreneur, if you are a heart-driven leader that want to, and impact-driven, that you're called to manifest more, help more people, manifest better things in your life, I really think that what I'm sharing here can have an impact for you. And also in a moment, I actually decided, because now it's getting spring out here, so I'm going to take you for a walk and I'm going to share the two biggest reasons why I kept being stuck, and also what happened, how I finally shifted this. So again, this is about manifestation. It's manifestation for entrepreneurs, manifestation for online entrepreneurs. And this is not just about hoping. What I'm speaking about is energy, it's subconscious mind, it's patterns, it's emotional mastery. And also in my videos, what I speak about is very much science-backed rewiring of our inner world. All right, let's go outside. We are on a walk now. It's so nice. The sun is here. I am very happy about it, and yeah, it's just so nice. In a very short time, we're gonna see that the leaves are coming on the trees, some greens, some different colors on the earth from flowers and things like that. It's an amazing time. I love this time. So what I wanted to share here is that what happened for me as an online entrepreneur. I followed different strategies, I bought different programs, just say this, just post this on Facebook, on YouTube, and what I realized was that I didn't get the results, and I still felt stuck. Nothing happened as I really wanted it to happen. And one of the first things that I realize now is that before I could do anything about it, I had to admit that I had a problem. I had to admit that I was stuck. And after that, realizing that I tried so much, but I didn't succeed. After that, after I admitted that, I could actually shift. And two of the big things that I shifted in the beginning, I'm going to share with you right now. One of the biggest things for me was that I had so many ideas. I was thinking, this is a great idea. I can do this, I can do that, I can do 1,000 different things. And no problem, it's gonna work, all of this. But the fact was that underlying all of these ideas, there was a problem, there was a fear. But let's dive a little bit into that. One thing that has been with me for many years is that I actually thought that I had a clarity problem. And that's one of the things that when we hear from different mentors and all of that, we need clarity. And I say the same thing again, it's very important to have clarity. But the thing is, for me at least, what I experienced, what I realized was that it wasn't all about the clarity. I had all of those ideas, yes, but there was something deeper than the clarity. I just used to think that I had a clarity problem. But what I do think today is that it's more about, or it was more about, an alignment problem than a clarity problem. And I'll share more about that in a moment too. The next thing is that all of these ideas that I had, I really thought that I have so many ideas. I have too many ideas. Back to the clarity problem. Another word for what I just said before is it was actually more like I was out of sync. I was out of sync. That's the word, sync. And one big issue with this was that my whole nervous system was really in stress mode, and that's, or survival mode maybe. That's one of the big things that when I had some years where I really took the time off, I began to realize how stressed my whole system was for fighting all the time. Struggle, hustling, grinding, all of these things. I'm not saying that those are bad things, because we do need to put some action in. But the fact was that my whole nervous system was on a stress level that was not healthy. Fact is also, when I began to realize this, and when I felt down and I got more calm, more relaxed, ideas could begin to pop in, new kind of ideas. I could begin in my inner world to experience where I was aligned, where I was not aligned, and I was kind of open to something bigger ideas than only those strategy ideas. Just say and post X, Y. And I also realized that in my time of being very misaligned, I shifted path so many times. Maybe that's just the path. Maybe that's just the path that sometimes we do shift, sometimes we do feel it's time to do something different. The problem for me when I look back, and again, if you want to manifest greater success, if you want to manifest the things that you desire in your life, if you want to manifest that purpose, alignment with that, what I realized was that shifting paths was a problem, because if things didn't seem to work out, I just shifted, just tried something new. But as I shared before from reading Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, when he spoke with all those very successful people, one of the things that all of them had in common was about they actually kept going after the place where they thought they had failed. They kept going at whatever it was that their desire was. So that's an important thing to have in mind too. And for me, one of the big game changers here is that I actually had to really feel aligned, like really aligned with my mind, with my subconscious mind, with my emotional mind, and even with something greater than just me here. Feeling aligned, like, okay, I'm on the right track here. Just something inside of me really knowing this. We walked here. I just want to take you to this place again. Just have a look here. It's so amazing. I love this place. So let's move on to the second point here. Before we do that, let me ask you, the things that I mentioned here, how do you see yourself? Are there any of these things, my learnings, that you feel like that's you too? Let me know in the comments. And obviously, if you like this, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And also, you're very welcome to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see when there's a new video, just hit that bell, all right? Let's move to the second big learning here. For me, this is so nice having the sun with us here. I really missed the sun. I'm so happy now. Where are you in the world? Let me know that. And also if you also feel the difference between the sun with you or not with you. Let's move into the second big thing here that was holding me back, that was keeping me stuck. And that thing was actually that I did believe that I constantly had to do more, take more action. Sun is just up there. Take more action, fight harder. And I thought, I really thought that's the only way to succeed and manifest the things that I do want in my life, until I really learned some of the big things that helped me shift. I believed I needed to do more, work harder, struggle more, grind more. And again, I'm not saying not to do these things, but if we are not aligned, and I wasn't aligned, whether you are an online entrepreneur, whether you're an entrepreneur, a heart-driven, impact-driven person who just want to get the message out there, help more people, and manifest on a bigger level. If we are not aligned, we can take as much action as even Superman, but it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. It wasn't for me and for the people that I've helped, clients I've helped, it didn't work out. So what were the things? Let's look into it here. One of the big things for me was that how I actually felt by pushing more, by grinding more, by doing more work. And maybe it says itself now, but as I wasn't aligned, doing more, being misaligned, is just gonna make a person, that's how I felt, it's just gonna make a person feeling even more misaligned. And that was the truth for me, feeling even more misaligned. And at that period, I also ignored my own intuition. And this is a powerful one, because I felt like, or there was some calling, or there was some kind of synchronicity, but as I was following other people's strategies, how to post, what to do, things like that, I was not following my own intuition. And that's a thing that the only thing that did for me, the only thing that did for me was actually, even one more time, I felt more misaligned. And again, when I started to relax more, started to get more aligned, as I said, I opened up and I was more aware of my own intuition. And following that intuition, like now, I wanted to go for a walk with you and share my learnings here. I am out in the sun. I am enjoying this. Following that, being more aligned and more relaxed and calm, I opened up to, I do believe, more powerful ideas. And one more thing was not trusting myself, not having the confidence. This was something deep inside. I don't know how this might feel for you if you know what I'm speaking about, but For sometimes it was my brain going on saying, well, you can't post that, someone will say something stupid to you, it's not gonna resonate with people, or you don't really know what you're speaking about, things like that. But also it could be a feeling, so a feeling of being very nervous, a feeling of really feeling something heavy, kind of self-doubt inside when posting something or when doing a YouTube video, that it feels awkward, it doesn't feel good. And the fact for me, I could do a whole video about this, but the fact for me was that feeling of not trusting myself, that feeling of not having the confidence, I do believe today that feeling was poured into the posting, was poured into YouTube videos, that people might feel that. You know what I mean? So one of my big things still today is that manifestation isn't magic, and also it is magic, because I have experienced some really amazing magical things with manifestation in my past life as an entrepreneur, as a coach and mentor. And when I say it isn't magic, because there's the logical part of this, meaning that there's the science-based part of this, there's all of our inner being part of this, meaning our mind, our subconscious mind, our emotional being, our nervous system, all our beliefs, all of these things, they are part of the manifestation process. And when I say magic, that's where I see magic, some powerful magic happening in my life, in my client's life, is when we get aligned, when we shift the inside and get aligned with our vision, following our intuition. Magic can happen, and magic can happen so fast. And all these things is why I started this channel, Manifestation with Michael, because I'm turning into 53. I got a lot of learnings from my life. I thought for a long period of my life that manifestation was about law of attraction, was about something we couldn't really define. And I've had some failures in my life, some big ones, and I also had some very big successes in my life. And I really want to share my learnings to help entrepreneurs, online entrepreneurs, heart-driven, impact-driven people to manifest the life that they dream of, to manifest a life where they are serving and doing and living their purpose, and also enjoying life, which I didn't for so many years. What I also did was I created a manifestation masterclass. This is brand new. In there is what I spoke about today. So if you're a person who really wanna break through the next thing, or you could say shred the layers of the old, let go of the not being confident, things like that, in the manifestation masterclass, it's free. In there I put what I call the manifestation foundation, which is the mindset shifting beliefs from stuck, from limiting, and into supporting beliefs. And the second part of that is the emotional release, letting go of all the emotions that's been trapped in there for so long. For me, it was a lot of trauma emotions that I really had to let go of, to release that energy, to experience more peace and alignment in my life. And there's also a module 1 where we speak about, I teach what I learned about manifestation. So if you want to be part of this, it's free, and there's a link below this video, and you're very welcome to just take a look at it. And if you want to join us, you're very welcome. Also, there will be in the next video in this series for online entrepreneurs, Manifestation for Online Entrepreneurs, I will share more of the things holding me back to help you, for you to see, look into your life. Where are you holding yourself back? So again, you can just, if the link is not here yet, just subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and you will see when that video is there. And lots of love.